we're gonna kind of take a deep dive into the newer Chris Hansen takedown videos. I was just going through, just gonna do a bunch of highlights on a lot of them, but this one struck out pretty. It's just pretty crazy. I've seen a lot of them, but this one really just stuck out for some reason. So we're just gonna kind of hop in here. This guy's name's Cody. He's from Ohio. I skipped past all the nonsense. They got him typical Chris Hansen shit. Sorry, I can't talk. It's like 5 in the morning. I'm fucking tired. But Chris Hansen sets him up with a regular sting. He gets him in there, fucking sets him down, starts the interview and shit. I chop up a lot of this. We're just gonna pause and dig in.
Cody, in fact, has been in prison for violence, intimidation, strangulation, and making terroristic threats.
How you doing tonight? Good.
So, immediately start off with, he apparently did some background research on him. Is strangulation, fucking all kinds of just off the wall weird shit. But the reason I pause this is because I always find it really weird that like he just asked him right then, like, "Hey, how are you?" He goes, "Good." As he's sitting in fucking handcuffs and Chris Hansen's walking, like that ain't good. That's not what I would consider a good day. But who am I?
I honestly felt like I was getting coerced into saying some things.
Right.
And I was even told her I was uncomfortable. And I stated several times, I said, is this something, am I going to get in trouble for coming over? I know what this is.
So he just immediately starts going in to the whole, like, I don't know why. And I felt like I was being coerced and all this other shit. Like, no one coerced you. Just fucking tried to, like, have sex with minors, bro. What the fuck's wrong with you? None of that even makes any fucking sense. But then, that's what threw me off there. This man just immediately goes, I know what this is. Like, he just, like, turned the tables. Like, he's like, I know what this is. You're setting me up? Huh. Oh, yeah? Like, what do you... Yeah, bro, you got fucking set up. And what is a nest? Because I think that's Transformer shit. But go on.
I know what this is.
You
like,
know
I've
what
seen
this
it
is.
on TV.
And what is it, Cody?
It's called a sting.
A sting.
Yes. It's where you guys take girls and you put them on an app and they meet guys and you try to... It's called To Catch a Predator.
To catch a predator.
Yes, sir.
And you've
I'm
seen
not
these...
a predator. I've
you,
never been...
You're not...
He's like, yeah, dude, I've seen this. I know what this is. This is To Catch a Predator. I'm no predator, though. I just happen to be on Catch a Predator. Trying to have sex with a minor. Which is being a predator. I'm just so confused on how delusional some of these guys go. But there's a reason I dug into this guy in particular. Because typically I just do highlights of seasons. I feel like this guy deserved his own fucking episode.
a predator.
No, I know it seems like that now.
But you see how this looks, Cody.
Yes, I understand that's what it looks like.
You're 30 years old.
Yes, sir. I know, I just turned 30, and I was honestly just gonna come over and cuddle. I honestly always bring a condom.
So this man claims that he brought a condom and he's only just going to cuddle with this fucking little girl. Which still, like, it doesn't... What the fuck? Like, is that your way out? I'm so confused on what in his brain just makes that okay then all of a sudden. I'll never understand the thought process behind all this. Because usually these guys, like, there's something wrong with her or something. This seems like just a fucking average, typical dude. Like, just has, like, some fucking this average-ass fucking... Just average shit.
Because I have other people that I have intercourse with that are of age.
So, he said other people that he's having sex with of age. It kind of just insinuates the whole, you came here to have sex with somebody who was not underage. But this man slamming more puss than an Amaru going in second floor. 3-3, tied in the game, ranked round going in the end, fucking slamming it hard. Apparently this guy's out here fucking slamming puss. Underage, overage. all the age, apparently. This guy fucking... There should be a special... Like, I'm so glad that they have these shows and out these people, because everybody this guy knows, all of his family, everybody in his town, everywhere he goes for the rest of his life, if he doesn't, hopefully get murdered in prison, is gonna know about that and fucking just be on him forever. Everyone's ever gonna know. It's a wonderful thing Chris Hansen does. 1000% support this shit. If you don't want to be on Chris Hansen, you don't want to be embarrassed, you don't want to go to jail, just simply don't fuck kids. Not like a huge fucking confusion there. I'll never understand.
Right.
I've never even.
And so you're going to cuddle with this 15-year-old and then go have sex with somebody of age, so you needed the condom with you?
He's claiming he's just using the 15-year-old girl for foreplay for his of age girlfriend. Once again, zero fucking sense inside this man's brain.
I always have one on me in case I do, because I do have plans. I had plans tonight with another friend.
With
when I
another
got
friend?
home,
And
yes.
who's the other friend with whom you had
Her
plans?
name's Yes, sir.
So you're going to come over here
Bro, just name
and
dropped.
hang out with...
Yes, because she said that she was
With-
having some school. Yes, her name's.
So you're just going to...
So she was having trouble with school. So you brought a condom to come cuddle with this 15-year-old girl because she needed help in school. Word. Okay. Now it's all starting to make sense. Now it makes sense. Now I totally understand why he's there. Obviously that's why he's there.
tutor her at school?
No, not tutor her, sir.
You're going to counsel her, mentor her?
Yes, because I have other friends that are just friends that I don't do anything with, that I've never done anything with, that are close to me, that are friends of family, that I mentor, that are going through bullying, for instance, bullying
Right.
in school. So I was honestly going to come over here and talk to her.
I'm big.
So he mentors other kids too, which, I mean, you could probably insinuate that if he's doing this fucking weird shit, that he's probably doing that fucking weird shit with them too. Which, like I was saying, just has some regular ass job around kids all day, every day. It's fucking terrifying, dude. Fucking terrifying. Hashtag bring back public execution. For real. But here he starts to dig into some of the texts that he sends, because he's just like, dude, what are you're coming over here, like, you're saying you're doing all this, but here's some of these texts. And what's really weird to me too is that, well, I always see on here the guys flex either their height or dick size. Why the fuck do people make that their entire personality? I am so fucking confused on why people do that. I have heard some of these guys say 6 foot something 1.5 million times. Like, it fucking... I don't know. If you hear somebody... All I'm saying, they catch a whole lot of guys on here that flex a dick size and height. So if you have a homie whose entire personality is dick size and height, keep an eye on that fucking motherfucker. You hear me? You hear me?
You'll have to lay down and relax. I'll work it in. What did you mean by that specifically? Like I have a...
I like the look of realization where he looks at... Oh, I'm fucked. I am fucked, and I am definitely gonna be fucking getting fucked for honey buns in prison now. How does that make you feel? How does that... That's all of that sinking in. You can just watch it. But with the most fucked up thing about all of this, spoiler alert, they let him go after all of this. Right?
big dick. If it happened, I'm big. I'll try to be easy. Pain is only a little, but it'll be okay. What part of that was coercion?
I asked
Creepy.
several times before if that's what this was. And I never got a response. Nobody ever said anything. She says those don't exist. Those are not real.
When you...
And see, there he's trying to flip it back now that he realizes he's caught. He's like, I asked if this was a sting, and you guys said no or ignored me, so I showed up, so that's kind of wrong. Don't you think that's wrong, that you set me up like Like, you're missing the entire point. You are trying to have sex with underage people. What in the fuck is wrong with you? Why? Yes, they set you up. 1,000%. And I hope they set up everybody you fucking know that does the exact same shit. What is wrong with you?
You asked
And
what
that's
this was.
why
Are you talking about a sting?
Yes, sir. Because that's why I was saying those things to try to test her.
You were just testing her to make sure it was
Yes,
okay to come
because-
over and mentor her? I'm confused, Cody.
She asked, what else would you want to do? And I told her, I even talked to her on the phone. And I told her, I said, look, I'm not trying to get in any trouble. I don't want to do that. That's not what I want.
Why?
They do it like 4 or 5 times where they zoom in on this man's socks. And I know that you saw them just sitting there too.
I told her, I said, look, I'm not
socks.
I'm not trying to get in any trouble. I don't want to do that. That's not what I want.
Why?
Look at them bad boys. On fucking sideways. That's a first sign. First sign of predatory behavior is having those fucking socks on sideways. Don't trust any man who has his fucking socks on sideways. That shit is outrageous. Also, as a side note, this is in the 4th, so January, February, March, April. And this man's wearing tall, long, woolen socks. This is April. I know this because you'll need that information for this backstory. And I apologize for pausing on this so often. I was really going to describe what this is because the last half of this video is a lot of video. You just really need to understand what's going on and who Cody is in the first part of this to understand the second part. That's just really it. I don't want to dig too deep into that yet. Just had to stop and point out the fucking sock thing they got going on here.
Told I was gonna, whenever I got here and I saw her and I saw like that it wasn't her, and that even if it was her, I was gonna tell her like, look, I'm not comfortable.
Why did you ask if you could take off your boots then? That sounds like somebody who wants to get comfortable.
No, it's because it's respectful to take your boots off at the door.
Is it respectful to have sex
Still
with a
just
15-year-old
lying.
girl, which is
See,
rape, by
just
the way?
lying all the time, consistently.
I knew it was wrong, and I was gonna cancel whenever I got here anyways. To make sure that she was real.
Bullshit.
And like to tell her.
You've been to prison, right?
He just wanted to make sure she's real. He knows, understands that it's wrong, but she just wanted to make sure he's real. Wanted to make sure the 15-year-old girl he came to cuddle with and have a condom with was just real. That's all. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. So no reason to lock this man up. No reason at all.
You like prison? You want to go back?
No, sir, I don't.
It's not a pleasant place, is it?
No, I honestly learned my lesson, and this is like the first time I've ever done anything like
First
this.
time,
Like, I've never
I'm
even-
sure. The first time ever you get caught,
I
I
know
doubt
what
it.
I did was wrong. No, what I said was wrong. I understand that. But honestly, when I got here, I was going to cancel. And I know I could have texted.
You can't just keep saying that you know it was wrong and then saying that like you were gonna cancel, that you weren't doing anything, that you were just doing this. Like it can't be both. If you came there to truly do that shit, then you know it wouldn't be wrong. You're only saying it's wrong because you know you came here to fuck a child. That's it. That is all. That's the only reason you fucking came here. And the only reason you didn't is because Chris Hansen was here. Just consistently fucking lying. And that's all this guy does. And he keeps spilling this fucking story. And somehow he got off with it. Some fucking magical way.
I could have called 911. I know that. I understand. But I honestly had no intentions of doing that.
That's not what you said. You didn't walk in there and say, I'm going to cancel. This is no good. You said, can I take my boots off? Or do you want me to take my boots off?
Yes, that was because that's the first thing you do when you go into someone's house. It's a respectful thing. And when I sat down, I was getting ready to tell her. Mm-hmm. And that's whenever she automatically went back there. And that's whenever the police told me to put my hands up. And that I'm under.
Well, because the police, the sheriff's office, prevented you from
Having sex
it
with
go
a
any
fucking
further.
minor.
No, I understand that, but I didn't have a chance to cancel. It's a sick individual, but that's not.
It's a sick individual.
Yes, sir.
But here you are, looking like a sick individual. What do you say to other men thinking about doing exactly
There's another
what you did
sock
tonight?
fucking view.
Don't do it.
Okay.
Don't even think about it.
And what do you say to
Yeah, don't do it. Don't even think about it.
yourself as you sit here in this predicament?
I don't know what I was thinking. That it was inappropriate for me to even talk to her. There's actually supposed to be an age, like, to even get on those apps.
Oh, so now he's going immediately to the fuck. There should be like an age restriction. Like everybody in the fucking plane doesn't know. People have been lying about their age since they made you fucking put your age on like LimeWire, dude. That shit's been a thing. It's the silliest excuse I've ever even fucking heard. But I'm sure this is his first time, and I'm sure he's never gonna do any of this again.
But we know that kids get on those apps all the time.
I didn't know
That's
that.
not a defense.
No, I honestly didn't know that.
Well,
Yeah, I'm
Cody,
sure.
I'm Chris Hansen.
I know who you are. I've watched you. Just on the other side of the screen. So this is To Catch a Predator.
How many times have you watched my Predator investigations?
Several times, actually.
Several times.
It's just entertainment. Like, I see some of the things the horrible guys, that people do.
And now you're one of the...
You see, he immediately said horrible guys because you know what he's doing is fucking awful, but he catches himself. He's like, no, not me though. Like I'm not a horrible guy, not one of them. I just happen to be up the same show as them, doing the same fucking thing they were doing.
those horrible guys.
But I didn't do anything.
Well, the other guys didn't do anything either because I caught them. Just like you got caught.
I don't deserve
I
it,
wear
sir.
this. You don't
I
deserve
know.
it.
My intent was not sexual. I understand that my text messages seem different, but honestly, like, I was not gonna sleep with her. She said she wanted to watch a movie. I said, can you go somewhere? Like, do you want to go for a walk? I've never done anything like this, and I'm not a sick person. Like, I honestly didn't know how to answer whenever I was talking to her.
That was just a little compilation I had of him saying that he wasn't a sick person and he's never done it and so on and so forth. I'm sure you guys can get the foreshadowing here that, he in fact gets caught doing the same shit 2 weeks later. Literally 15 days later, this dude gets caught again. And not even by Chris Hansen, but by the police. The police pull up on him over a call. We'll get into that here shortly.
In the shows.
Yes, sir.
You're going to be on a show. You're going to be one of the guys that you made fun of for getting caught.
That I didn't intend to do anything. Honestly. I'm not a sick person. Like, I know it seems like that. I know that you've got those text messages. I know that they're inappropriate. I know that they're...
I know you have the messages of me saying I was going to have sex with the underage girl, and I know I showed up here to have sex with an underage girl, and I know that I saw her and still showed up here and then took off my boots and sat on the couch to get comfy to have sex with an underage girl. But I was not trying to have sex with an underage girl. It's not exactly what it looks like, Mr. Hansen. It's not exactly what it looks like. You know, some things deceiving. This is one of those, Mr. Hansen. That is all. I've seen your show. Trust me, I'm not one of those sick pedos.
not right. But I didn't mean it like that. Like, I honestly wasn't gonna sleep with her.
He shakes my hand. It's
The handshake, and then another fucking foot thing we got going
clear.
on. Gotta love it.
In the chat.
He was found at a motel with a
Now we get into the whole part 2 of everything. Shit's getting spicy. So you got the whole backstory here. But that was 15 days ago. So we'll just say 2 weeks just to fucking keep things nice and simple. I just showed you he got caught 2 weeks ago. This body cam footage is from 2 weeks after Cody got caught trying to have sex with a 15-year-old girl.
14-year-old girl suspected of having sex with her and even making a video of the illicit encounter.
It's the police.
So he gets caught essentially at a hotel having sex with an underage girl and allegedly filming it. I'm going to give you a little bit of backstory on this one because, like I said, this one's going to be a lot more of the video. I'm just going to kind of let this one play out.
Okay. Hello. Hi.
How are you?
I'm good.
Good. You Cody?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Got a couple questions for you. Is there anybody else in the room with you?
No, sir.
Okay. There's no 14-year-old girl staying in your room?
No.
Okay. Do you mind if we check? We're looking for a missing juvenile, okay?
A missing juvenile?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you mind if we go in there and see if there's anybody else in there?
There's nobody else in there.
Okay. Can we go in there and make sure she's not in there?
Like, I promise you that she's not in there.
Okay. I'm just asking if we can go in there and make sure there's no girl in there. Okay.
Over under on there being a 14-year-old girl in there. What do you guys calls there? I would bet my fucking mortgage that there is an underage girl in that hotel room.
We're not looking for anything else. If you have other stuff that's illegal in there, I don't really care. All I want to do
there's
is...
no girl in there.
Okay. So, you cool if we go in there and just make sure there's no girl in there? That's all we want to do.
Your silence says it all.
If there is a girl in there, she's missing, all we gotta do is chow her, figure out what's going on, get her back with her parents, okay? And if there's nobody in there, we'll get out of your hair.
Am I gonna go to jail?
I don't know. All I know is I was called out here to find a 14-year-old female, and that was it. So, all our job right
I
now.
don't even know her name.
Okay. Well, we can talk about that stuff in a minute, but I need to find her and make sure she's okay.
Shit. I need to go talk to the clerk. I'll be right back.
I'll do it. You just hang out here.
Alright.
Because she's a minor and the alleged victim of sexual assault, her name is redacted.
So you say you didn't know her name?
No.
Okay.
I don't even know.
But there's a girl in there?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's not her name.
Okay. What'd she tell you her name was?
Max.
Max?
Yeah.
Okay. When did you meet her?
Tonight.
Tonight? You knew about what time?
9:30ish.
9:30.
She told me to come pick her up.
Okay. Where'd you pick her up from?
The apartment complex where she lives at.
So she told you her name was Max?
Yeah.
How'd you meet her?
Snapchat.
Snapchat?
Yeah.
About how long ago?
Like 2-3 weeks ago, maybe.
Have you guys ever met up before?
Mm-mm.
Okay. So tonight was your first night meeting each other?
Yeah.
Okay. So you picked her up in Centerville about 9:30. Where'd you guys go after that?
Straight here.
Okay. Do you know what time you
She
got
told
here
me
about?
that she wanted to go to her dad's, so
Okay.
I was going to take her to her dad's, but it's already too late. I was just going to go to sleep.
What made you guys decide to get a room here?
I already had a room here.
Okay. How long have you been staying here?
Note that this video is taken at like 5:15. We'll just say for simplicity's sake, at 5:15 p.m. He got the cops there, and he's saying that it's too late, so on and so forth. Just saying. It's a little note that is 5:14 in the morning, but he's talking about taking him back to her dad's, and it's too late. But the 5:14 in the morning is important for a later topic.
About 2 days now.
Did you guys? Was there anything going on here tonight?
No.
The physical, sexual?
No.
Nothing happened?
No.
Okay.
Cody, realizing there's no getting out of this, begins to spin a tale for the officer.
Oh no, Cody's gonna lie? That would be a fucking surprise, huh? Would that be a surprise, guys, if Cody started fucking lying like he did 2 weeks ago and somehow got out of that case and now he got caught at a hotel room with an underage girl, but yeah, I'm sure he wasn't doing anything in there. It's 5 in the fucking morning and this guy has to get dressed at 5 in the morning in a room with an underage girl at a fucking dirty ass motel room as far as I can see on that. No hate to motels, bro. I fucking travel cheap. I hear you on that. Shout out motels. But this place is dirty as fuck. I see the ceiling tiles. Look at the shit's just gross. Place is dirty. He's fucking that little girl in there. Needs to go to prison. They should have locked her up in the first place. Once again, hashtag bring back public execution.
I wanted to go to sleep because I was tired. It's like freaking. It was like midnight by the time we got here.
Okay. So what happened when you guys got back here?
I laid down.
Okay.
Like, we've been watching TV.
Okay.
That's all we've been doing.
Yeah. Do you know how old she is?
No, I honestly don't know how old she is. She must have lied to me about everything, including her name. I guess her name's not Max.
Okay. But did you think it was weird if you picked up her from her mom's and taken her to her dad's late at night?
Well,
Is
I
that
mean,
weird?
yeah, but I mean, like,
Does that lead you to believe she's probably not over 18?
probably, yeah.
You know what I'm
But
saying?
I wanted to help her out. Like,
Well, you're how old?
I'm like 30.
Right.
But I have little cousins that, I mean, I help them out too. I said,
Why does he always bring that up like that? Is like, I have little cousins. I know little, like that does not make anything better. And at the actual fact, it makes me feel fucking gross. Even thinking about that you've been in contact with any other children ever in your entire fucking life. That fucking freaks me out way more than knowing what you got going on at this fucking motel. That's disgusting, but who knows how many times this fucking sick piece of shit has done. God knows what.
she can, lay on the floor if she wants. That's fine.
Yeah.
You're not going to sleep in the same bed.
Okay.
Okay? So in the morning, I was going to take her to...
So he told her he could sleep on the floor. Why did you get a hotel room with this little girl when she wanted to go to... None of his fucking story makes sense. That's really just it. I'm glad the cop kind of gave his little, yeah. Like, kind of same yeah I would give him. Again, I'm sure. That cop probably just wants to hit him with more recoil than fucking Ice Spice music video. Do you hear what I'm saying? That's probably what's going through his head.
her dad's when it's not so late.
Okay.
She's tired too.
Okay.
Like, I know this sounds weird, man, but I promise you I ain't done nothing wrong.
Looks weird
But you see
too.
how
I
from our
just-
It is
perspective,
weird.
No,
like,
I understand.
Weird as
that.
fuck.
She is in there, but I didn't do anything. I literally just picked her up, and I was going to take her to her dad's. I know where her dad lives.
Okay.
Like,
I'm just
That's
saying
why-
that, you gotta
I
have a little more
understand.
common sense.
no, I know.
Okay.
I understand.
Did you get a... Okay. Alright. I'm gonna... If you just want...
The cop right there, he like starts to dig in and he's like, nah, fuck it. Because I was going to do the same thing where like, hey, you said you just met her tonight. How do you know where her dad's lives? And you said you picked her up from her mom, so she needed to go to her dad. Like, there's so much shit that doesn't make sense. I was going to stop. He had the exact same reaction. The exact same reaction.
Okay. Alright. Right now, I'm just gonna detain you, okay? Just for right now.
Why do you look
What?
confused?
Well, because you're in a hotel room right now with a...
I didn't do anything,
who's,
though.
who's missing, who's a runaway.
No, I
She's
understand.
underage. You're hesitant to even tell us that there's a female in there.
No, I told you that there was.
Right now, you're going to be detained until we figure out what's going on. Okay.
Alright, so go put your hands behind your back, okay?
You're not free to go. Okay, but you're not under arrest. You're being detained.
Go ahead and face that way, okay? Bring your hands in like this.
About time.
She is looking at her.
So they detain him. Long story short, I cut all the other parts because I don't want to like show that girl or her name or anything like that at all. But they go in there, they find the girl in the room, and they find his phone, so on and so forth. Yeah, it gets worse. It gets worse.
Well, she told me she was 16 and her name was Max.
Note that this is, about, we'll just say 2 hours, 20 minutes later. It's 7:35 now at this time. So he got caught at 5:15, is interrogated at 7:30.
Okay.
Like, I don't even know her real name.
Okay. How is she saved in your phone?
She's not saved in my phone. It's under a Snapchat name.
When she told you she was 16, I mean, did you ever think like, I'm 30, she's 16, anything like that?
No, because nothing was going on.
Okay.
She's younger than my little sister.
If nothing's going on, that's still fucking weird. I am about to be 27. Birthday coming up soon, side note. What the fuck, dude? That's so insane to me. There's zero reason I would ever have any conversation with any 15-year-old person about anything at all. Like, nothing in my life has any, like, none of that. And I'm gonna go ahead on a limb and say neither does him. I can understand if you had some sort of profession or something like that where you had to be around that, which, God forbid, I pray that this man doesn't have anything like that, because we're not really sure what he does for a living at this point. But you would just assume that he just isn't around any people like that to be able to have an excuse to even be able to message. I could not think of any reason on God's green earth that any fucking body at that age should be messaging anybody 15 or 16 or 17 or 18 or 19 or 20. And we could start talking at 21, I suppose. If I can't take you to the bar, don't fucking, like, that should just be a rule of thumb. Like, who decided on 18? That dude is fucking weird. And we'll leave that topic to something else. Fucking 18's weird as shit, too. But, whatever.
Sister, like nothing happened. My little sister's like 26, okay, 24, maybe 25. I don't know. We don't talk anymore. Okay. But there's not even a thought process in that. I literally just was trying to help her out, give her a ride home. Okay.
The big thing is, I get it. You
was trying to give her a ride home, but we just ended up at the motel.
Probably only one bedroom or one bed in your hotel room. I mean, I guess when the officers got there, she was asleep in the bed, or it looked like you were both sleeping in the bed. I mean, obviously that's what it brings it to possibly our attention that, you know, something could have occurred.
No, now she was laying on the other side of the bed because I wasn't going to make her sit. There was no chairs. So I had her lay on that side of the bed on the other side, but she was clothed during the whole time. I was clothed. I just had my boxers on when I was laying down because that's how I sleep.
So she wasn't there. There's no girl there. Then there is. Then he said he needs to get dressed, but he said that he was dressed. And then he said she needs to sleep on the floor, but she was on the other side of the bed. Everything this guy has said, he's lied about within 2 hours later. Every single thing he said, he's contradicted everything. Why do they even waste the time to even have the conversation with him? Just fucking put him in prison. I'm so confused.
I sleep in my boxers. I'm going to be comfortable because it's hot outside.
Okay. How often have you, or
you gotta be comfortable around a 15-year-old girl? You're
police
fucking weird.
Uniforms or anything like that?
Me? Recently?
Just any time. I mean, you're 30 years old.
Literally, I ain't been in trouble in 7 years. I've been doing good. I'm trying to get my record expunged. Hopefully, I don't get,
yeah,
I
7
can get
years.
these dropped, man, because I'm trying to get my stuff expunged.
So without going into detail, was anything juvenile related or sexual related?
No, none of it. It was all violence. I got in trouble for defending myself, pretty much. I'm not a violent person. I'm not a sexual person. I'm not a predator. I literally just gave up.
My boy, you just got caught at a Chris Hansen sting 15 days ago. What do you mean you are not a predator? My man, you are literally aired on To Catch a Predator. What are you talking about? What the fuck are you saying?
And in that video, it does show sexual intercourse with a female in the room.
Yeah, let's get past a whole bunch of other shit. He has this video on his phone of him having sex orally with this girl. So I skip past all that fucking shit because you don't want to fucking witness any of that. But this is the sergeant and Chris Hansen kind of talking about it a little bit.
It also shows them just cuddling afterwards.
The video on his phone clearly shows Cody having sex with a 14-year-old girl, this girl.
Yes, it shows him having sex with the girl that was in the room.
13 minutes.
Yes.
There's your evidence.
So
He literally recorded them cuddling in bed afterwards. So, like, even though some people don't look like they have, like, anything crazy going on with him, not only is he fucking so fucked in his brain to think that any of that is okay, after he does it, he films himself doing it and then films him cuddling with a 14-year-old girl in the bed after he just had sex with her. Like, my brain is fucking hurt trying to make this video, and that my brain is fucking hurt trying to make this video. This shit is so insane to me. I just cannot fathom it. Like I said, I've been going through highlights, and a lot of them are just your typical I'm just so confused about this because the guy looks just normal. He doesn't seem like super fucking crazy, but he has some shit knocked loose in that noggin, son. Some shit knocked loose like Lennox Lewis. Swear to God.
what is that?
He shows him the video that he took.
My camera?
My camera?
You took that today at 2:39.
2:39.
Carried away.
So there's just watching TV and stuff. 2:39. 5:15. So we'll just simplicity's sake once again. 3 hours prior to the cops showing up at that hotel room, he was doing that shit. So it's fucking so fucking weird and fucking gross, dude.
Elaborate on these two.
Those two, can I see them? So I have other ones.
You have other ones?
Today, 2:39. That was 2 seconds. This is 13 minutes.
Okay. That's not her.
What do you mean, okay?
Somebody
You
else
said
was
it's
in the
not
room with you?
her.
Somebody else was in the room.
Okay. So you know her face is in this video, right? So do we care to elaborate about this now? I see what happened, but now I just want to know why you bullshitted me for the last 40 minutes. I don't need to know what happened, I need to know why.
I was scared to get in trouble. She
Okay.
lied about her age. She told me she was 16 and that her parents were alright
That is still rape.
with her. I know I'm older. I know it's not right, but she told me that her parents.
Not only is it not right, it is rape.
Were okay with it, and like we got to talking, and I didn't initiate it.
Why the fuck are you talking to a 16-year-old girl? She's not even 16, but apparently you thought she was 16. Why the fuck are you even having a conversation with her? Why?
That's the truth.
Huh? Why did you take the video?
I don't know. I know what I did was wrong. I understand that.
Cody was charged with 3 felonies in Troy, Ohio.